Brakes is all different job all in itself. You know, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on the brakes in this video. But here what I've done is I put the axle in to hold it in place so that I can clean it up and work on it. So before I retract the caliper, I want to clean it off so all that dirt doesn't go back into the seals. So I'm going to remove the pads first without retracting it. Pivot bolt. Some pins have a clip. This bike has no clip. Careful, there's a rubber O-ring in there. Pay attention to your pads. Clips and everything else. But what I want to do is I want to clean off this I have a new bolt. I'm just going to take it out and inspect it. I have a brand new one. If there's any damage to this boot, dirt gets in there. I have a replacement case. We want to clean this off. Just a little alcohol, nothing severe, no WD-40 please. Just take out the dirt before you retract it. Hard to get in the back, right? Otherwise, propyl or methyl alcohol. Good. Cleaning off this caliper in here. Okay, and it's really hard to get behind it here, right? So I used a toothbrush. I'll use it to make sure it's clean and dry before you start. Use toothbrushes for a lot of things. Use your toothbrush in there. and your alcohol. Brush out all the dirt out of those little crevices. Get it out underneath that seal. Dry it off. I'm going to get some air and blow it out. Make sure all the alcohol's dry. Before I push it back, I want to make sure it's dry. I put the pads back in. I put the pads back in. When I retract this thing, I mean, they have special tools you can buy to retract this piston. The correct way to do it, but most of us do it this way. We put the pads back in. Now that everything's cleaned off, take just a screwdriver, you know, and just put a screwdriver between the two pads and just push it back. Slowly, easily, evenly, push it back. There's no rush here, but it should go pretty easy. It shouldn't be difficult to push back at all. And now I can go ahead and put the clip back in. I'll clean this off. This is all cleaned out. Pay attention to how you take this out. Put it back in the way it goes. But if there's a mark in there, you can't miss. Just look at the little mark inside where it goes. Forget how to put it back in. It actually has a little tab in there to prevent you from putting it backwards. The small side goes to the left. Just quick. Put it back in. One last step. After everything's back together, before you apply the brakes for the first time, just to make sure there's no grease on the rotor that might get on brakes, take brake cleaner and a brand clean rag, spray a little bit on there, and just wipe off both the inside and the outside of the rotor. It might even be a good idea every now and then just to take some brake cleaner and clean that off. The pads, the calipers all torqued, everything's set to go, and we want to test to make sure that everything's properly, that the pads are properly in the spring clips and nothing's dragging. So we'll spin the wheel and hit the brake, okay? And when we let go, the wheel should spin freely. It shouldn't really drag. It might drag here and there in spots. Listen. See? It's dragging lightly. Stop. The wheel is free. It doesn't bind up. It doesn't. Very free. You can hit the brake. Yet the wheel will spin free when you let go. There'll be a little bit of play. You can even feel it in here. It will be nice and loose. And so you know the brakes are right. Sorry about that. Something went wrong with my video camera, and I didn't record actually installing the rear brake pads. So I'll make a video later or update next time I change my rear brake pads or another bike.